While Roman Reigns picked up an important win at WWE Survivor Series, a tougher match may be in store for him. According to a veteran, the OTC may be interested in facing two major names together. According to Bill Apter, Roman could soon have a triple threat match with two former WWE champions. Over the last few weeks, Roman has had a tumultuous run. Although uneasy at first, his partnership with CM Punk proved fruitful at Survivor Series. However, the latter recently had an altercation with Seth Rollins on Raw, which also drew in the OTC. Speaking on Sportskeeda's Unscripted, the veteran journalist suggested that Roman could face Seth Rollins and CM Punk in a three-way match. This could certainly prove to be the showdown that ends all conflict between three former champions. In the ever-evolving world of WWE, Roman Reigns continues to dominate headlines, establishing himself as one of the most iconic and polarizing figures of the modern era. As the reigning undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Reigns has faced a multitude of challenges, but an intriguing proposition has surfaced from a veteran of the industry: a high-stakes triple threat match against two former WWE champions. This match, if it comes to fruition, could become one of the most compelling main events in recent history, with Reigns' disdain for both opponents fueling the intensity. Roman Reigns has been at the pinnacle of WWE for over 3 years, thanks to his iron grip on the Universal Championship and his transformation into the Tribal Chief. Under the guidance of Paul Heyman, Reigns has methodically dismantled every challenger, including legends like John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and Edge. His ability to manipulate and control his opponents, allies, and even his family within the bloodline has made him a master tactician. However, cracks have begun to show in his empire. The implosion of the bloodline, highlighted by Jey Uso's defection and Jimmy Uso's wavering loyalty, has left Reigns vulnerable. Fans and critics alike are speculating about the eventual downfall of the Tribal Chief, and a triple threat match against two top-tier opponents could be the ultimate test of his reign. During an exclusive interview, a respected WWE veteran, who chose to remain anonymous, shared their vision for the ultimate showdown. Roman Reigns thrives on conflict, but what happens when you put him in the ring with two men he absolutely cannot stand? He hates them both, and that hatred would make for one of the most explosive matches we've ever seen. The veteran went on to name the potential challengers: Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Both are former WWE champions with storied histories with Reigns, making them ideal opponents for such a high-stakes encounter. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns share a complicated past that dates back to their days in the Shield. Once brothers-in-arms, the two have been embroiled in a heated rivalry ever since Rollins betrayed Reigns and Dean Ambrose to align with the Authority. While Rollins has evolved into a flamboyant and unpredictable character as the Visionary, his history with Reigns remains a constant source of tension. Rollins is one of the few men who can claim a psychological advantage over Reigns. At the 2022 Royal Rumble, Rollins used the Shield's iconic entrance and gear to get inside Reigns' head, ultimately winning their match by disqualification. The Tribal Chief's inability to decisively defeat Rollins has left a lingering question: can Reigns truly claim superiority over his former brother? Drew McIntyre represents another thorn in Roman Reigns' side. As one of WWE's most physically imposing and resilient superstars, McIntyre has challenged Reigns multiple times, most notably at Clash at the Castle in 2022. That match, held in McIntyre's home turf of the UK, saw Reigns narrowly escape with his title thanks to interference from Solo Sikoa. McIntyre's recent transformation into a darker, more ruthless version of himself has only added to his credibility as a threat to Reigns. No longer the clean-cut hero, McIntyre's new edge could make him the wild card in a triple threat match. With unfinished business between the two, McIntyre's inclusion in this potential bout would add an extra layer of intensity. Triple threat matches are inherently chaotic, with alliances forming and dissolving in the blink of an eye. For Reigns, stepping into the ring with Rollins and McIntyre would be akin to walking into a lion's den. Both men are capable of exploiting his weaknesses, and their combined animosity toward the Tribal Chief would make for a volatile environment. He thrives on being the puppet master, but in a triple threat, he loses control, the veteran explained. Rollins knows how to get inside Roman's head, and McIntyre has the brute force to dismantle him. That's a combination that could end his reign. Moreover, the history between Rollins and McIntyre adds another layer of intrigue. While the two respect each other, their competitive nature could lead to friction, creating opportunities for Reigns to capitalize. The tribal chief's cunning and opportunistic nature would undoubtedly come into play as he attempts to navigate the chaos. The stakes for this match could extend beyond the Universal Championship. For Rollins, defeating Reigns would solidify his legacy as one of the greatest superstars of all time. For McIntyre, it would be a redemptive moment, proving that he belongs in the conversation of WWE's elite. For Reigns, the match would represent the ultimate test of his dominance. A victory would silence his critics and further cement his legacy as one of the greatest champions in WWE history. However, a loss could signal the beginning of the end for the tribal chief, potentially leading to a power shift within WWE. The prospect of this match has already ignited speculation among fans on social media. Some are envisioning Rollins pulling out all the stops with his unpredictable offense, while others are predicting McIntyre's devastating Claymore kick as the decisive factor. The unpredictability of a triple threat match ensures that the outcome would be far from certain, keeping fans on the edge of their seats. WWE has a golden opportunity to build this feud into one of the most compelling storylines of the year. The groundwork is already in place, with Reigns' fractured relationships with both Rollins and McIntyre providing a strong narrative foundation. Imagine the tension as Rollins and McIntyre are forced to confront their own animosity while also plotting to dethrone Reigns. Add Paul Heyman's mind games and the Bloodline's potential interference, and you have the recipe for a storyline that could rival some of WWE's greatest rivalries. A triple threat match featuring Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre has the potential to be a defining moment in WWE history. It would be a clash of personalities, styles, and histories, with the Universal Championship serving as the ultimate prize. He hates them both, and they hate him just as much, the veteran emphasized. That kind of emotion is what makes wrestling magic. This isn't just about a title, it's about pride, betrayal, and redemption. It's the kind of match people will talk about for years. Whether this dream match becomes a reality remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Roman Reigns' reign as the tribal chief is far from secure. With enemies closing in from all sides, his days at the top may be numbered. And if this triple threat match does happen, it could very well be the moment that changes the landscape of WWE forever.